than fear. When I feel far away, I know you are here. When you speak to the storm, it will disappear. Your word is the anchor that holds me still. When the raging seas surround me and loneliness feels deep, I'm anchored with hope in you. Your presence wraps around me, lost in your perfect peace. I'm anchored with hope in you. Oh, I'm anchored in you. You are my peace, my strength indeed. I'm anchored with hope in you. My soul finds rest in your faithfulness, your constant. I won't be moved. You are my peace, my strength indeed. I'm anchored with hope in you. My soul finds rest in your faithfulness. When you speak to the storm, it will disappear. Your word is the anchor that holds me still.
Gracious Father God, we thank you for another day. Lord, we thank you for this Friday, Lord Jesus. You have Thursday, Lord Jesus. You have brought us in, Lord Jesus, and you have just done so much for us, God. We thank you, Lord Jesus, that even in the midst of every storm that we go through, God, we ask that you will continue to bless us and keep us. Lord Jesus, through the trials and the tribulations, God, we praise you. Through the ups and the downs, God, we praise you. Lord, we ask that you would just have your way in everything that we do. And God, we honor you, Lord Jesus, with our first fruits of our lips on this morning by saying thank you, God. God, we ask you right now as we go through this day, that you, Lord Jesus, will guide our footsteps in everything that we do. Bind the enemy, Lord Jesus, everywhere. And Lord, even the haters, Lord Jesus, that will hate on progress, Lord Jesus, that will hate on your will and your blessings, God. We pray for them, Lord Jesus. You said, Lord, when people do wrong unto us and we do good unto them, it's like heaping coals of fire on their head. So if your head is burning on this morning, just know that you need to act right in Jesus' name. God, we just love you and we praise you and we glorify you in Jesus' name. Amen and amen. It's the Wake Up Morning Show. Thought that you should know. It's the Wake Up Morning Show. Wake up, wake up. It's the Wake Up Morning Show. Thought that you should know. It's the Wake Up Morning Show. Wake up, wake up. It's the Wake Up Morning Show. Now, as you guys can see that some folks didn't wake up on time because they came in late during the prayer and they know they ain't supposed to be walking in the prayer. You know, this was
putting me on blast when I wake up morning show.
and
I was
I'm
up
trying
before
to
you
say,
was up, to be
I'm
honest
trying to
with
say
you.
that
Got my
people be
workout
coming
in,
in
got my
here
food
late,
in, got
talking
my
about they
prayer
get
in,
all
got
this
my
other stuff,
meditation
and I
in.
don't appreciate that
double
coming in
every
here.
style.
And this,
And
you know, it's
then
just
you
that, hold
just-
on, Lord. And then what I wanted to say that, you know, that he does do it. And you know, this is a Wake Up Morning Show. And that's what I'm saying. And I don't appreciate coming in late. Show. Wake Up Morning Show. Wake Up Morning Show. Wait, hold on. Have you ever started off your day and it started off with an argument?
Nope.
You know what?
You ain't never start off your day with an
Nope.
argument?
'Cause I-
Somebody call you, or they call you.
My
I don't
day
answer my
starts
phone
off with
in the
talking
mornings.
to my Jesus.
Hallelujah.
Hold on. Let
So
me
I-
mute him again.
Go ahead.
You know, he done sat up there and got real churchified.
Oh, he went.
Oh, yes.
The Lord
You know,
told him.
Every
got
day
me in
with Jesus.
He got me in
It's
this
sweeter than the day before.
LT, he just coming up with songs for everything.
That's all I know.
Look, LT, I'm listening. I'm listening, LT.
I know my word.
I'm listening.
19.
Bless him,
Laughter,
Lord. Bless him.
wine, money.
Champ is here.
Hey!
It's all right. The champ is here.
They got you. Go
The
ahead.
coach was sticking with
The
you.
champ.
Get a champ. Get a champ.
Hey.
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 Hey. Champ.
Hey.
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 Champ is here.
Hey.
Love it.
Get it. Hey. Hey.
Yeah.
All right, the champ is here, y'all. The champ is here. What's up, Sammy? How you doing?
Man.
Okay, you gotta use your mic.
Oh, I thought I had a mic.
Okay. See, that's the situation. Okay, now we got the full Wake Up Morning Show crew, and you know, although I'm not in the right seat today,
Yeah.
you know, because my seat's over there.
Yes,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? But since the person that's supposed to be on the ones and twos
Oh,
was not here,
First of all,
Okay.
you didn't tell me I was supposed
you
to
know,
be on the ones and twos.
now, didn't I-
Usually,
didn't I tell
you
Okay,
give me a heads
wait,
up.
Didn't I tell everybody that we kind of need to be here about 15 minutes early?
Yes.
Not right when the show starts.
Yes.
So if there has
Where
to be
in
a
the Bible
shift,
is that?
if there has to be a
It
shift,
could be made.
it could be
Yes,
made
10:19.
in time. You know what I'm saying?
There's a
And be ye
seed,
also ready.
time,
Yes.
You know,
seed,
praise the Lord.
time does not mean that I
Uh,
need to be on time. I just need to be at the
Okay.
time. Where
Okay.
Jesus, where God wants
Y'all on two different
God,
wavelengths
If God
today?
wants me to wake up
I think
30
y'all gonna
minutes
parallel
earlier,
each other.
He
They
gonna
gonna-
say, "Wake up!"
Have you ever tried to
Y'all gonna
give
parallel.
somebody Jesus and they want to argue the truth, you know, and they try to make it sound good, you know? See what
try to
happened
put
was,
they truth on it?
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't
You
got
know,
no truth.
They
It's
give their
only-
word
it's
instead of the
only a
word.
truth.
You know, see, he said a truth instead of the truth.
It could be.
Oh,
you see how you gonna try to
Jesus.
give me?
Did you
see how you try
just
to
like
do
they
playing
this?
with
say,
words
It ain't-
this
the
morning.
spirit
You
versus
trying to
a
give me-
spirit.
hey, because I can go wordplay all day.
You know, and
I
everything.
am the
So,
wordplay.
oh, did
I'm
you
just
hear
happy I was
that?
on time. I
I
thought
was
I
gonna say,
was
did
late.
you
Say,
hear that?
Put me in, coach.
Samantha, did you hear that? You know, he said, "I
me in, coach.
am the word." Oh wow!
Put me in the game, coach.
Oh. Hey, can you share the mic with
I don't need no mic.
Look, you know what? Because Sharon is carrying.
That's right.
I love that phrase.
Me too.
I love love and sharing is caring.
Yes, Lyric. Go ahead, Lyric. You have
What am I
something
to
to say?
share?
You said you put you in coach, so
Put me in the game, coach. You in, Larry. It's your time to shine. You in. Born to
okay.
show.
This what we gonna
Thought
do.
that you should
they
know.
asked to be put in and they didn't do it. This is what we're
Wake
gonna
up,
do. We get ready to
wake
go. Well, you know, because I'm gonna have to encourage myself right now, and I'm gonna try to get everything right.
Have to encourage yourself.
Sometimes you better say you better. You better.
Well, LT, I see what kind of Thursday this is going to be today.
Okay, Father, we about to be on punishment, y'all. Father's about to break us up. We're
First of
crying.
all, ain't no man ever put me on.
Okay,
All right, Lord, you heard that.
Don't pull off. Lord. That's-
Show this.
I'm quiet.
Wait.
I'm quiet.
If he tell you so on him, you can rely.
But you see, he said God is not a man that he should lie.
God is not a man. He's a spirit. He's spirit and truth.
Okay.
Oh! Should have bought 100.
coming Shavota.
Say that.
It's okay, people. It's really okay.
It's the wake
Let
up
me
morning
get
show.
back into the song and everything so we
The
can get the
wake up
right
morning
word. Praise the
show.
Lord. Right here on GLD Radio 1.
Thought
The Wake Up
you
Morning
should
Show.
know.
We're going to try to get everybody in order and everything like that, and they will stop talking while I'm talking, everything like that. You know, I'm in education, and yesterday I had to go and talk to a class about this acting up and everything else of that nature. And I started off the lesson by saying, look, y'all been acting up, and your parents have all sent me letters, and I hold up a blank book of things and said, your parents got me letters to give everybody a whooping. I pulled off my belt and said, let's go.
Oh.
Boy, that class got quiet real quick.
Oh,
They're like,
goodness.
whooping, we ain't never been
What
whooped
is
before.
that?
What is that? We get time out. I'm like, not here. We're going to go back to old school.
Oh my goodness.
Everybody
We
get,
get
you
time
get a
out.
whooping, you get a whooping, you get a whooping.
Everybody's getting
We handing them out like
When-
candy.
One kid looked at me, it's like, what's that? And I said, now we understand.
You're going to be first, son.
You know, so one kid came up and it's like, I said, I'm just playing. And he took that deep breath where he was just ready to
He
go
had them
in.
traumatized.
You know, no, it was quite funny because they started telling jokes like, one kid was like saying, you know, my parents whoop on a beat. I said, wow, and everything. So here we go right here
has a
on
guess.
GODRadio1.com.
Put those hands together all across the building tonight. Let the devil know that you're encouraged. Let him know that you're encouraged. Let him know. Hallelujah. I don't know about you tonight, but somebody may be crying, but I come to let you know that God can make it all right. Ooh, yes. Be encouraged. Oh, he will. He'll make it all right. Yeah, yeah. I know right now it's impossible to see, but God is gonna work it out if you just believe. Remember this one thing while you're going through. If God delivered Daniel, guess what? He'll do the same for you. Hey. No matter what's going on, he'll make it all right. Said it in his word. Be encouraged. No matter what's going on, he'll make it all right. That's what he said. That's what he said. He told me. Hold on. Trouble don't last always. These trials are just a test.
These trials.
Just a test of your faith. So stand strong and dry your weeping eyes. 'Cause joy comes in the morning and everything is gonna be all right. Be encouraged. Hey, hey, hey. That's what he said.
That's what he said.
That's what he told me.
He told me.
Oh, you gotta be encouraged.
You got to be encouraged.
Somebody got bills tonight.
Oh,
Somebody don't know where the children are.
hoping you can make it.
I guarantee he'll make it all right.
He said I'll make it all right.
Yeah. Be encouraged. No matter what's going on. Jesus will. How many of you all believe that tonight? Come on. Hey!
Be ye steadfast and unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. Know ye not that your labor's not alone in the Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Ooh.
Somebody wants to be strong tonight. Well, we come to let you know. All you got to do is hold on.
on shaky ground. You had no hand to hold. Jesus said, no, I'll be there always, even until the end of the world. I'll be there for you. I'll never leave you. I'll never forsake you. No, 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 no. No. Be encouraged. Be encouraged. Have you ever been through a storm? Seem like a ship rocking side to side. Trust and believe, and He'll see you through. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Have you any fair weather friends? When trouble comes, the fellowship ends. Trust and believe, He'll see you through. Yeah. Take him on His word.
right, all right, all right. Welcome back to GOD Radio 1 right here on the GOD Radio 1 network. There you go. The house is full today. The whole entire Wake Up Morning Show crew is here. Be Smooth on the ones and the twos. CC, wave at them, CC, so they see
Hola,
who
¿cómo estás?
you know. Sammy, what's up? The champ is here. How you doing?
I'm feeling very, very blessed. It felt like it was going to get out to
I need you to use your mic, baby.
We just need one mic, guys. We just need one mic. I'm doing rather well this morning. I thought I was going to be late, and the Lord worked it out for me, and so we're all here, and yeah.
Amen. Lyric, how you doing?
I am blessed and highly favored. Glad to be
Yes.
here with my LT and the crew and Dr. Newt. Excited to hear about this book and how we can help these seeds to grow.
Yes.
Now, you ain't supposed to pitch Dr. Newt. That's why I went over Dr. Newt. Because I'm going to pitch Dr. Newt.
Thank you.
You know, okay. Okay, let's do this again.
Hayes Lyric.
Very, very good. Praise the Lord. And also, we have our program director, Evangel, on the line. Thank you, Evangel, for being with us. Obviously, all the gang is all here. And I know that you regulating, like taking notes, like, okay, and I'm going to get a long letter, but that's okay. We appreciate, she's about timeliness. And, but you know, but you will not get on the general manager because she will mess up our time frame.
So let's get this straight. I wasn't late. I was helping a kingdom citizen make sure that when she leaves, her battery wasn't dead because her lights were on. Because you got to look everywhere, just not inside.
Okay. Now that you know how when people
Amen.
get into church and they make it sound so good.
No,
and
that
they
was-
were-
no, that was just the
and they be like, and the Lord said in the pizza with the mozzarella and
You got
in
to
the
read.
pepperoni, it was culture. and you be like saying, you be like asking the question, okay, but did he address the issue
Now,
that?
yeah, because you tried to put
you
me
know,
on blast
you-
for being
you
late,
know,
and I
but-
wasn't late.
but-
I was just helping. I called and said, "Hey,
if he did not get here at a certain time, that's late. No,
No,
matter what he was
you're
doing.
right.
It-
You're
it's-
right.
you know
I'll
what
be
I'm
late
saying?
to help, so
You know,
that makes sure when you go to
'cause-
work,
no,
you
saying.
won't be late."
You know, Samantha,
To make that
Samantha.
money.
You know, what was the people that came to the ark? Was they late?
I don't know. We don't know. They didn't talk about it. They just got there.
Yeah.
When the doors closed, the doors closed.
The doors closed. Exactly.
Or he's
Exactly.
like, you know what? I see
It's
you,
so-
and I understand because
You know,
God
You
understands
B,
me.
I understand whatever we say to B right now. B's never wrong. Dr. Newt, how are you doing
You
this
didn't ask
morning?
me how I was doing,
You know,
sir.
Dr. Newt, how are you doing this
I don't
morning?
think he cares.
You know,
Not today.
you know,
Like, not
you
today.
came into the room. You came into the room. The first thing they did is they said, "Oh my, you smell wonderful," and I like your bow tie and everything. And I was like saying, I want to say, "Oh my Jesus, Sister Kim, you need to be here because your husband is smelling up the whole room." You know,
Not half the
Doctor.
room. Not half the room.
We just appreciate
You know, but,
it.
you
That's
know,
all we
and-
appreciate.
And
Yeah.
so
we can get it to
Dr. Newt,
somebody.
they want to know what the fragrance is.
Then first
That
of all,
was
I
a wood.
smells good. I
This is
showered
how the
in.
seeds grow. The
But
seeds grow
it's-
because they smell good.
We trying to let Dr. Newt tell us what he wearing.
Well, this one's called Boss. It's
All right, boss.
Young Hefe Holmes.
By Hugo, is
don't
it?
buy cologne. Don't buy cologne.
Uh,
You buy oil.
Okay, now is that
From
Hugo
East
Boss or
Coast.
just?
Preach
Is
that.
it
I
Hugo
love
Boss or just the oils of?
I think we are a boss in some area.
Uh-huh.
Different
Yeah.
in
Boss,
our
they got
lives.
the
All
scent of
right.
boss, they just
So
scent
let's
of the
talk
boss.
about
Boss,
let's
I'm
talk
tripping.
about this book that you have, and let's start from the beginning because we're now on and this for I have to say this for everybody that's
My
been
wife-
looking.
Yeah.
You,
My
you
wife
have,
said soap and water. When I met her, she said you smell
Morning,
good. I was like,
Chevy.
it's just soap and water.
okay.
It was my oil.
Yeah. So let me let everybody know this. When you're looking at numbers and things of that nature, realize that we're on several formats. We are on Periscope, YouTube, Facebook. We have our app, and we're online. And so our numbers per day are over 2,000 hits and impressions as well as views. And so I want to let people know that this continues to give even after the show is over. So we really are excited to have Dr. Newt here. Dr. Newt, we want you to share about your books. And this kind of, we'll call this Help Everybody Thursday. And we're going to grow Thursday. So and you have this thing called 1 minute of medicine. Tell me what it.
Well, it's called A Minute of Medicine. for
Okay.
the mind.
Did you say unminute?
One.
Oh, one. Okay.
minute of
Okay.
medicine.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
We need you to get closer to the microphone because we want them to hear
get close.
everything.
I
Yeah.
don't want, I did
Okay.
rush
No,
me.
I will give you some more room.
No, we're good. We good.
Señor,
We good.
because uno minuto.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah. So we want me to talk about the minute of medicine or the book or both? I can
Everything.
Talk about everything.
Everything.
Oh, well,
We're gonna be interviewing,
Back in
and you're
19
gonna be with us. You're gonna be with us for the full 2 hours, right?
yeah, I have to.
Well,
See,
just
I'm in
tell.
town to do a professional development for our university. So
Okay.
I got to be there by about 8:15.
Okay, so we get you up until like 7:30.
That'll work.
Okay, so we're gonna come in and out and everything. So this is the first segment. So
Okay.
take your first segment. What do you want to talk about first?
Oh, what you want to talk about, Ray? You guys, you don't know that movie, Life?
What you want to talk about?
Talk about nothing.
Well, it's kind of hard to start. Well, let's see, minute of medicine for your mind. So just to not to put all my business out there, but at one point in my life, I was making some pretty not good choices. Self-medicating, was pretty in a bad spot. And so part of my recovery program for myself, because you got to exercise yourself, was I understood that my mind needed to be in a good place. So I know that millions of thoughts come in and out of our minds every day, every single person. So I would grab one thought, bring it down, kind of form it into a message for myself that I could think about during the day if I ever found myself in a compromising position. So I called it A Minute of Medicine for Your Mind. So, because it was about my healing process for myself. So then I started sharing it as a text to a bunch of people. This was maybe 9-10 years ago now. So I had old Windows phone and making a tech video. So it was, long story short, it morphed into videos. And so we made a YouTube channel. We have about 600 videos on there, just kind of random, 2 minutes or so or less, where we just pick up a thought and we do that minute of medicine. We share it out to people. Doesn't cost anything. It's free. It's just meant to help people center their thoughts and to focus what they're thinking about throughout the day so they can be a better themselves for that day. So that's really what it's about.
So what's your YouTube channel? So that for those that want to get that 1 minute of medicine.
That's what it is. A minute of medicine for your mind. So
Okay.
if you just type that in, you should see my picture.
All right.
And,
Adele, if you are on, make sure that if you can post it so that people can tag into it. Now, you are actually a professor. What is your
title?
curriculum, and what do you teach?
So I teach teachers, to get certified to be able to teach. So right now I'm an associate dean of the College of Education in Ashford University, and I basically built the teacher prep programs there. So when I got there were no teacher preparation programs. So to back up, again, my why. So that's why the book is so prevalent. My why was not to just create a teacher prep program. My why was to impact the communities, underserved, underrepresented, marginalized communities. So I was a principal at high school and middle school back in the Philadelphia area. And my best people in the schools, and it was urban districts, the best people in the school were my hall monitors, my lunch aides, just the people that didn't have degrees, but they knew how to work with the students because they lived there. Yeah. It was their culture. They understood them. So when I came to Ashford, which is one of the reasons I left and came this way, was I saw an opportunity to get those people in a position where they could get their degree so they can have the papers and be in charge and run the schools. And if they run the schools, then they're teaching the children so they change the communities. Because I think that's how it has to happen. I think it's an inside-out job, and I think it starts by what's feeding our minds, our seeds, what we're eating. So Ashford's an online university. So what happens is what I did was I built the program. So there's a young lady by the name of Frog. She's probably not listening, but she was a cheerleader coach and the best hall monitor in the whole city. And she's been my motivation. Said, if I could have gotten Frog a degree and made her a middle school teacher, certified, man, that whole middle school would have just changed, just with that one person being in charge, because her voice would have had some power behind it. So we basically, that's why I do what I do, so that those people in those marginalized communities can get their degree, bring their, right on their phone or on their laptop, at the game, in their job, on their break, do their work, get a degree, get certified, and change their quality of life.
Okay, so for all of those out there, he's certified, he's qualified, he's a teacher, he's an educator, he's a person that actually served in the community. So as he begins to share the book and everything of that nature today, I want you all to realize that this is just not no, I wrote a book and did a cover and just read it. This is going to be a book that actually will actually have a change in your thought process, a book that will actually be a tool. And I think that's the key thing, Brother Newt, is that you build books or you build curriculum and books for tools to help people go to the next level.
Right.
Cool.
Right.
So this is what we're going to do. I do have a campaign today that we're going to start because the champ is here. Could you play the champ right quick? The champ is here. Hold
Whatever
on.
you would like, sir.
That's so wonderful of you, B. Look at that.
Would you like me to play it now? Right now?
Yes.
The champ is here.
Okay.
The champ is here.
Thank you. You can fade it down
The
now.
champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here.
So anyway, I'm really working. God is doing the thing. I'm in prayer right now. So if you see me, I'm in prayer. Thank you, wife, for praying for me. I feel the covering right now.
Pray
And so,
for me.
CC,
Hola.
he's rowing
Hola.
out into the deep. Don't go with him. Go back to the shore. Go back to the shore.
Wasn't
It-
Peter
it's
when he went to go
dangerous out
find
there.
Jesus?
It's dangerous. The ship is breaking apart. Just
Oh.
stay-
But Jesus stretched
Yeah.
his hand.
So anyway, so I could get it back focused. As you guys see, we have 4 mics in the studio. When we originally
All I need is
built,
4 mics. Sorry.
all right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Students, all face this way.
1, 2, 3, all eyes on me.
You realize I wasn't a good student? I was not a good student.
Mr. Mitchell,
They were like,
you could go
1,
see.
2, 3
you,
eyes on
you-
me. I'd
you
be
could
like,
go see the principal.
When they told me
And
to
she
do
was-
that, I went home.
And that's where we were going to send you anyway.
I was like,
so
Mom,
that's
they
okay.
told me to go see the principal, so I just came
So-
home anyway.
So anyway,
When I want to get my students' attention, I just twerk. I put the twerking music on, they be like,
Don't start teaching. Don't start.
okay. So on a serious note, I'm really trying to get to this because Samantha, who has been one of our ride or die on-air personalities via social media, is now starting to come into the studio. Well, we built the
That means
studio
health is getting
as
better,
as a four mic setup. Now, if you guys don't know Samantha's story, Samantha was told that she had stage 4 cancer and that she was supposed to be gone by now in February. Now, Samantha is sitting up here today, surviving, thriving.
And
She's
smiling,
she's literally doing chemo as we speak. She had,
Pumpy Pete.
and so we decided that we were going to do a campaign called "All I Need Is One Mic" for
One mic,
Samantha.
guys. We just
So
need one mic.
if they would just let me finish, huh? I'm trying to get it through, Samantha, I'm trying my best to get your one mic. They keep on
We just need
interrupting
one
me.
mic, guys.
Okay,
We just
so
need one.
so this is what we're gonna do today. We're gonna do this today. Samantha, we need to get Samantha mic. Now the whole mic setup and compressor is $950. Okay, the mic is $500. This right here is $150. The cord is $25. The compressor is $200 and something dollars. But we rounded it all up to $950. So today
Help us, sister.
we go and we got to get her her own God radio cube. So it's called it's called a flag. So with all I said, $950. Adele put up where they can donate on God Radio 1, our Cash App, or you can go to our website. Let's partner. All the money that's coming in today is going to be designed to get Samantha her own mic so that we can stop doing this because now the crew is totally set up and everything of that nature. Now I'm gonna say this to y'all. I really want to see if y'all gonna really support Samantha getting her mic. Now, if y'all don't, we still gonna get the mic somehow, some way. But we just want to let you know, Samantha, we want to see how much they love you today. If
They
they're gonna
love
bring you
me.
money.
They
So,
love me.
so Samantha, what you got to say?
I'm just gonna say, you have to be a blessing to get a blessing. So if you sow a seed, this is good ground here on God Radio 1. So if you sow a seed, watch how the Lord bless you. I'm really serious. Like, I sowed a seed because God told me to for $100 first, and I don't be hard headed like I was at first. I kept going back and forth with God, like that ain't what you said, Lord. I probably just think you're cute or something like that, or going back and forth. And God kept impressing upon my heart to sow the seed. I sold the seed of $100, and within about 12 hours, someone sent me $1,500 to pay my rent. So, don't tell me what God can't do, because I was trying to tell God, like, I ain't really got it, God, and they cut the disability down from 9, which really didn't pay the rent, and what I'm gonna do with 3? And He said, nothing, but I can do everything with the 3, and I never even touched the 3. Like the 3, I was able to, take care of some other stuff. I didn't even have to touch it, and so. When the word goes out and someone asks you to sow a seed, please be obedient to God. Like, listen to your spirit, listen to God, because really He's trying to bless you. When you sow a seed, the seed comes back.
God gives seed to the sower.
Oh, you need the mic.
God gives seed to the sower.
What you got to say?
Shit about 100.
She coming in a bow tie.
So real talk. We literally do want to make sure that we add that to the studio. We're expanding, and real talk. We're going to be looking at doing a full-on story with Samantha. Her journey is dope. She's been chronicalizing and documenting her journey via her social media. Where can they follow you so that they can see your journey?
Currently, I'm on Facebook as Samantha Jasmine Thornton. I am on Instagram. I guess I got to do better with that as Miss Blessed like that. Yeah, when I move, you move just like that, God. And on Snapchat, I think it's M Blessed like that, because they wouldn't let me put the Miss. I told you that's where listen, we can't talk about it.
So
It's the age limit. Just let you know.
So I just want to make sure that people understand that what we are doing, it's amazing around the world. There are people that are convalescing in the hospitals at home, and they tune in to see us crazy. We call ourselves kind of like the Wake Up Morning Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? And we wanted to build out the whole entire show so that there would be more than just men on the show. We wanted to make sure that we brought in some estrogen. We didn't realize that we were going to have 3, and we were outnumbered when 1 came, but now there's 3. And your group is called now?
Today's Amiga.
Okay. And I want you, and I really was like, really? We didn't even get a chance to title them. Normally we title everybody. We got CC, we got Larry, Sherry had it, Sammy and everything like that. But normally, the host of the show get to say what the group is called.
You didn't say that?
Be smooth.
I'm changing my
Be
name.
Smooth.
I'm changing my name
And so
to be nice.
That means you got to be nice.
I'm always nice
So
and always share.
we tried
Yes.
several days but we're not going to do that today. We're just going to
We
focus
ain't gonna do
in.
no booby and
I didn't say it.
Hey, what you bring? What you got over there?
Huh?
What's that?
Oh, you said share with everybody. I share all day. I'm a sharer for 24/7.
It's okay though, because Daddy bought some eggs for us today.
We still got food from yesterday. We good over here.
I
B.
know, that's why I didn't bring none.
What? You're supposed to add to it. You're supposed to add to the
I
pot.
did.
What you add to the
I'm
pot?
man, you don't understand my day, girl. You
Okay.
don't know what I'm saying.
Okay.
You don't know how much. seed
As
I
you
drop.
guys see, this is how real families work. And we're just going through the transition of building our family.
I don't go
We're
through
so
transitions.
we're
I ain't
so
with that.
happy
I
to
ain't-
have Dr. Newt here. Dr. Newt, can you continue to help us to grow today? Dr. Newt, can you take it from here?
think it's
Shh,
good soil. It's good soil. It's
Let
good
Dr.
soil.
Let Dr. Newt go.
I love what she said about sowing the seeds and reaping harvest. I absolutely love it. I just think sometimes in our communities, though, we think that if we sow a money seed, we're gonna get a money seed back, and that's
I
not
get some
always
health
the case.
seeds back.
Yeah,
personally.
any seed. Life is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Life is beautiful. When they ask you, when they say, "How's your day going?" You know what?
Blessed.
I always say it's a good day. Why? Because if I miss this one, what's it gonna be like? You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So every day's a good day as far as I'm concerned. And sitting next to you has just confirmed that to me. My
Oh, that's a
goodness,
blessing,
you
brother.
you made me just feel good all over. This young lady, this
And-
young lady.
And that's what I love about what is taking place on the show, is that Samantha was one of our top fans, and I've known Samantha for years. But when God created the connection, it's amazing. I really believe the connection came through our program, our general manager. When our general manager actually connected with her and said, "Look, I'm getting ready to come over to see you at the hospital." She didn't talk to nobody. I didn't even know the general manager was going over there. And Sam, did she spend the whole day with you?
She spent a good 5 or 6 hours. Like we was there to the midnight oil.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning.
And the thing about it is what I love about the people at the station is that we're not perfect. You know, we're not. We don't say that we're all of that. But when God tells us to move, we learn to move.
Just
And
like that.
amen.
that.
You got to lean over. Come over to my mic when you say. It'll be like this. Like,
Just like that.
there you go. You know, 'cause I really want people. You're important. And as
You
and
was
as
small.
and,
You
and as
was
we
wise.
get as we get
Small.
another
You
mic,
was in-
we're
oh.
gonna make this. I don't want just because you're from Texas, I don't want you to feel like you excluded. Okay, I'm just trying family. You know. Okay. All right. Now, and so you wait, hold on. You gotta get. Well, we're trying to get it all in. So, Sammy.
What all in? What is we getting all in?
And so,
Nothing.
because she asked him a very important question, where he from, but they can't hear it if I'm talking.
See, you see my thing, what I was about to say?
Uh-huh.
I didn't say because I'm
Praise the
being
Lord.
nice.
So anyway, so Sammy, could you ask that question again? 'Cause I want people to know where he from.
Dr. Newt, where are you from?
Thank
I
you.
am from the Philadelphia area,
Okay,
actually in
then.
a place called Chester, Pennsylvania.
Got it.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Was your area hood or not hood?
His name is Dr.
It was pretty hood.
It's pretty hood? Because see, I don't know if you know you're sitting next to a teacher
Oh, really?
from Texas.
Oh, really? What,
You
what you certified in?
I'm fourth grade. I am fourth grade generalist, but I taught 8th grade ELAR for 10 years.
Really?
Yeah, English, language arts, and reading.
Yeah,
Some
yeah,
people
yeah,
might not
yeah,
know.
yeah. Uh-huh. Outstanding, outstanding.
Yeah.
In the urban arenas?
In Terrell, Texas, so
Okay.
it's low economic status.
It's
It's like
not-
it's
it's
like
not
90-something
urban, it's
percent
country.
free and reduced lunch. So it's
So it's more rural or more urban?
rural.
More rural?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
But they're similar behaviors?
yeah.
Similar
Definitely,
thoughts?
definitely.
Survival mindset.
Yeah.
basically.
Yes, definitely.
Outstanding, outstanding. My wife's a teacher. She teaches kindergarten. I mean, first grade now, but she's elementary. She taught.
Those are like
Yeah, I
the
couldn't
best
do that grade.
students. They have all
Middle
these
school
little
is,
crushes
some
and
people have their
pretty
niche.
apples.
Middle school was my niche.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
I was a middle school principal.
Okay,
Okay.
So-
yeah, you'd have loved me. I was
Yeah.
one of those people like you said, Miss Frog.
You got it. Yeah, yeah.
When I left, they was like, "Oh Lord, we could tell you left. you
Gotta
changed
love
the
it.
atmosphere."
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Right? Middle school. They crazy, so you got to be crazy.
Yeah, that we call that hormone city.
Right, right.
The hormones, are just ridiculous in middle school. And Dr. Newt, I'm gonna pitch it back to you. But I remember when I was literally called into a school because all these young men, especially black young men, were being set up on sexual harassment charges.
Okay.
And they were being suspended and expelled and everything else. So I basically had to go in and find out what's really going on about how this is doing. It was the time when the thongs were in,
Okay.
and all the girls were wearing these low-cut jeans so that the thongs can show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And hormonal, 8th grade, 7th, and 6th grade boys, they can't resist from pulling the
Yeah,
thong.
gotta touch it.
And so the minute that would happen, they would all be brought up, right?
Right.
But they weren't telling people that it originally started off as a gang, and it was only considered to be sexual harassment when the black boys did it, and somebody adult saw it and didn't like it. And I said, hold on, I need to find out every thong pulling in the school.
Right,
And I
right.
found out there was more kids other than the African American kids that was doing it. I said, we're going to suspend every last one of them and put them up for expulsion. Guess what? The thong crisis was over. Went away.
Went away.
Right there, yes.
Disappeared.
Parents came and said, you're not going to do my child as a sexual predator. I said, if the African American kid's going to get it, every kid going to get it. put up a big sign, sexual predators stand here. And they
Right.
like, okay, we're gonna fix this right now.
We're
We're
an
sorry.
inclusive
We're-
environment.
Yeah, but we're gonna go ahead and have some groups and
Remember that game.
everything else of that nature.
Right.
So, Dr. Newt, before we
that-
spin it back into
Wow.
music, Sam, you had one?
I just had a question because I don't remember that game from middle school. So is that a Cali thing? Because I don't remember that happening.
Oh, this is Cali stuff.
Oh, okay.
You
'Cause
know,
that didn't
it,
happen in
it,
Detroit.
it was after your time.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
After your time. This was in the mid 2000s.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not as.
Wait, can I say
don't
this?
look as old as I.
And I want to say this, and this was a school north of 8, not south of 8.
Oh.
You know, so yeah.
Keep your hands.
Yeah, well, north of 8, they bust our kids out into north of 8, and so for them to get a better education, and so when the bus kids came in, and that's what they were called, bus kids, it only became a problem when the bus kids participated. So it didn't happen north of 8 or south of 8.
Stay hate.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Because the girls are in that real quick, you know.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh
That's
oh you do that south of
of
8.
Oh, do it once.
You know, it'd be like this. See what happened was, well, what happened? All I know is I reached, and I was in the nurse's office after
Oh,
that.
this bright light.
You know,
Bright lights.
and-
Bright lights.
Yeah.
Where he thought he was gonna slap some on the wood, Inglewood.
but it worked out for him in the long run. He took a beat down. He took a beat down, but he was country from North Carolina, and you remember that one?
I had one of them experiences, 7th grade.
Uh-huh.
7th grade. I remember looking up and seeing that fish coming to my eye. I'm not going to say her name. I remember her name. I never did that again. To anybody.
And you know the funny, you
Gonna learn today.
Yeah.
You know the funniest thing about social atmosphere in elementary school and junior high school, they literally do things for the girls. Do things to guys so the guys will chase them,
Right.
and everything else that nature, and that's a form of flirtation and foreplay.
I mean, I don't know where y'all came from. Man. That wasn't no flirtation. Girls flirt. And I mean, I like you. Do you like me?
Oh, yeah.
If you hit me and made me chase you, I'm gonna chase you. I'm gonna put your face in the sand. That's what I did.
You
ain't
wasn't
gonna
doing that to
But,
me.
see,
I
but the
don't know
girls
what-
can still win in middle school.
middle school, yeah.
Girls can still beat
Oh,
you.
it's an even playing field. But I ain't gonna let nobody just hit me and think I'm gonna chase them and then it'll be all good. Everybody's an equal opportunist.
See, all I'm saying is, I remember because I'm retiring this year after 36 years in education.
Oh,
I remember
congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
I
you.
remember
Thank you,
watching
sir.
girls go up to boys and go up there and literally push them, and the boys turn around and start taking. They be like, ah!
Yeah.
And that but they ran fast enough to not get caught.
Yeah.
But finally they would get caught, and they stop,
Yeah.
and everything like that. Before you know it, there's a hug.
Right.
You know, it was all part of the part of the action plan.
Right.
And I used to have to tell my boys, "Don't you get caught up." And they said, "She always mess with me." I said, "Because she wants you to chase her. Stop chasing her, she'll leave you alone." They're like, "Really?"
But
And
the
it's
kids
a-
don't just do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Don't do it different.
Yeah.
They just do it a little different.
Wait. Since we got all these women here, how y'all do it?
Oh, see, I ain't.
I'm still pushing them.
My mama would remove my player's card if I gave you any of those
Okay.
answers. So I plead the fifth.
Well, do what you grown.
So I recognize through this conversation that C. Hunt had a definite grip on me. I don't know about the hitting and chasing of the boys or nothing like that. I was
ain't with
minding my
that.
business because C. Hunt did not play that. So
You hit me, I'm hitting you back.
I did fight. I was
Yeah.
I was
100.
always
Can-
fighting.
Can I
Hit
ask
your
a
back.
question for
Yes.
Cece? Cece, can I ask you a question?
Hola.
So you're saying that you won't give up any information, but Steve wrote a whole book for y'all.
Well, I'm
I mean,
gonna let him be the teller.
at
not
least
me.
one brother shared
Hey,
with you.
Michelle wrote a
I
book for
can't-
us. To be
Yeah,
honest
read-
with you.
Read Michelle's book. If I tell it, I feel like to each its own. I got 90 clients. I cannot treat all of them the same. So per gentleman that approaches you, you got to act accordingly. based off of what he throws out.
That's a political answer right there.
You like
Yeah,
that,
But,
huh?
but maintain your character.
Still maintain your character, but adjust accordingly per what's being thrown your way.
Okay, here goes.
So if he throw a-
Because it's really funny because that was very very intelligent and everything else.
I do that sometimes.
And one of the things that's really funny at this point
Yeah.
is the first guy that comes up. We're gonna play role play.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, shorty, how you do?
Who does that?
I'm not even looking. There's no way. There's
Okay.
no way.
No, wait, no. We role play. You ain't supposed to explain it.
Well, that was
I
a
just want to
quick
see
one.
what you're gonna do.
So
See?
are you giving me eye contact or are you letting it be known that you're looking at me?
Yeah. Hey, shorty, what you do?
Oh no, my brother. That's not how you talk to me.
Boom.
Okay.
Soon as he brought that
Action
wine,
two.
I just
Action
creep him
two.
from
Mm-hmm.
behind.
Ma, what's up?
I ain't got no kids.
So okay. How about this one?
Mhm.
Bow tie.
Mhm.
Smelling good.
Okay.
Got doctor in front of my name.
Okay.
Excuse me. Good evening. How are you doing? My name is Doctor.
Stop it. Can I get there, please?
That's respectful. You reciprocate
Stop,
that.
stop,
man.
stop,
You
stop,
made it sound like
stop,
street
stop,
dudes
stop,
don't
stop,
know how to
stop.
approach a woman.
There you go, baby.
Role
And
play.
titles.
See, he won't
know how to
listen.
approach- Come on,
Finish the
man.
role play.
Okay, so if a man comes up to me and introduces himself while asking how I'm doing, I'm definitely going, well, hello, how you doing?
Okay.
I'm definitely going to
So now we're
reciprocate
gonna let B pitch his.
Okay.
His,
Nope,
okay.
I already said what I had to say.
Okay.
that. Say it again, B.
If a guy comes up introducing all of those titles when he's introducing himself to me, then I feel like
That's all. That's what it is.
Yeah.
we're not gonna flow well together because I'm not gonna come up to you saying, "Oh, hi, are you? I am lyric, award-winning, international recording."
Hey, depending on where you at, Lyric, you better tell him who you are.
I mean, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna.
Hey, look, but I ask you a question, and this is the question, and I ask everybody because we do have those stigmas. It's not about what are you, it's about who are you.
All right.
You get what I'm saying? Aside from titles, aside from how you grew up, aside from everything, you take all those things away from you. What are you?
Yeah.
And then if you can name who you are without titles, what you did in your experiences, what you've come through, who are you, and then that's your approach. Like just because you dress a certain way, smell a certain way, look a certain way, come from a different place, does not mean you are entitled, qualified, or certified.
Right.
It's about what you got inside.
Right.
So can I jump in though?
Yeah,
jump in, brother
So that I think that's the issue. Just get on as far as black males, especially.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know who we are. And who we are is not necessarily what we have or what we do.
Right.
Those are positions.
Right.
That's not
Titles.
purpose.
Yeah.
Purpose and position is two different things. Your position will change many times in life, but your purpose is set. It's your seed. It's your DNA. It's what you are. So our identity has been destroyed and distraught. Since slavery, but I don't want to blame it on slavery because we've had many opportunities to redeem ourselves, if you will, and grow, evolve, good word. But we don't know our identity. So we approach, especially our young ladies, with this external supposition, if you will,
Right.
of what we think they think
Mm-hmm.
they might like. Yes.
What we see
Yes.
from other,
Yes.
like we
Yes.
we
Yes.
watch
Yes.
we hear "Hey Ma."
Yes.
That's a back east thing. You know what I'm saying? It's almost a term of endearment.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Or like in a different country, they call certain parents mother and father.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It's just a different what we see. You get what I'm saying? Like all I seen was pimping.
Right. Right.
But that doesn't mean my title is a pimp. You get what I'm saying? I got to know past that because from what I've seen.
Exactly.
There's layers of what I've seen that this is who you are because of this, this, and this. Nah, scratch that. Scratch that.
Right.
First of all, I got to find out what God says I am.
Come on, now
The
that's it.
manufacturer.
Now you preaching.
Yeah,
Now
That's
the
identity.
manufacturer. That's all I am.
That's preaching.
He tell I'm a king.
That's identity.
You know what I'm saying? So guess what?
Right.
The champ is here.
Right.
He
Identity.
king.
Identity lies in our
The
purpose. Our
Bible
purpose,
says he a king. That's what he
our
said.
purpose was
Ecclesiastes
established before time.
10:19.
Yeah.
I like that.
There it is.
That was a good one.
Okay, okay, you ready? Okay,
Yeah, I was just gonna say I want to add my little 2 cents. I also think that when you're saying about a guy approaching us, I feel in my heart that when God when you meet your soulmate or who God has for you, I feel that there's an automatic chemistry and connection. So when he approaches you, you feel that he, no matter how he introduces himself or what he says, you can feel that if there's a chemistry, a connection there that you want to, I'm going to give my time and listen to what you have to say to me. Or if, like, no, and so I think as women, we feel that when a guy comes up, no matter if he says, hey, mom, or if he says, what's up, shorty, or, you know what I mean? Because excuse me. I think that you just get the vibe when it's somebody that's meant for you. That okay, you can caught my ear. Now
And I'm glad you said that
because
because my vibe is I'm not I'm not shorty, I'm not baby girl. I'm not my hair. If you can call me if you want to young lady or something. I mean, I'm not that young. I'm in the middle, but yeah, don't give me the title that you give everybody else. I'm
beautiful.
Nah,
Beautiful.
I'm people being no disrespect. People all in my DMs, good morning, beautiful. I don't respond. I will legit read it and be like, all right, not to be rude, but I feel like you don't know me enough to give me that title that you gave 50 other people that you just passed by.
But
So
how do you? Here's that question: How do you know what he's done that he doesn't mean what he says? Because if I wake up and I tell my daughter, "Hey, beautiful," I'm gonna tell my mother that. I'm gonna tell my wife that. I might tell a stranger that, just because it's a term of endearment, and it might be. It's not just. It's not a superficial term that
Right.
says you out. This
well,
is what I see as
how beautiful do you know I am if you just in my inbox?
Because one is not about. It's a term. You get what I'm saying? Would you even I say, yo, what up? That doesn't mean that I'm sitting there degrading you.
No,
If
I don't
say,
take it
"Yo,
as
what up?"
degrade. I just feel like if you gonna approach me, you need to approach me with some originality. Approach me. So if you just walk by Sam and Lyric, what's up, ma? What's up, ma? Hey, how you doing? I'm gonna literally need a whole different pitch.
So what's your response of a different response that you're going to give a man that gives you a different response to get something better?
That's what I said. It's each case-based scenario.
So you understanding that what you're trying to get, you also got to be ready to give.
You'll be preaching.
I'm just saying because I do think we as men we are supposed to be held to a higher standard.
Right.
We're supposed to go hunt and find. That's what we do. I learned that from Dr. Newt.
He's like,
but
Rolodex, when did I say that?
but you understand the fact that we come to a person. I don't care if it's man or woman. The way we approach a person does not say disrespect. Like if I can't call you out your name, of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's a turn away and back down. You get what I'm saying? But there's a way if I say, yo, what up?
Yeah.
How you doing? That's a common phrase that is of a term of endearment that I really want to know.
Can I jump in on this one? The reality is simply this. Everybody is going to have their standards of how they want to be approached.
Yeah.
And everybody's going to have what they're attracted to and what they're not. I do hear you when you say, look, if you're going to step to me with originality. Don't make me common. You know what I'm saying? So how do you know if I'm beautiful if you really have never met me?
You don't know me.
You're just giving me that term because you think that's going to make me feel good. A lot of times people say things to make people feel good, but they really don't know if it's true or not. And then there's some people that's just who they are. Some people try to be somebody with the hey ma and all other stuff, and some people that's just where they are and that's how they grew up. And when you see originality of them, you will see that that's who they are. And so I think that a portion of how we get along and how we connect is really about, one, if that person is meant for you. Number two is if you might come up to somebody. I remember meeting my wife all 3 times. You know what I'm saying? And, the first time, I asked her if she was saved. You know what I'm saying? And then said, well, how do you know what's salvation? Tell me what salvation is. I just really wanted to find out, and it wasn't even like we was on a date or anything else. Like she was on the job and I was on the job. You know what I'm saying? The next time I saw her was the very next day. And I said to her, I said, so are you married? She said, no, I'm not getting married. And I got off the bus and said, how you know? I might be your husband. And walked off the bus laughing, right? So the funniest thing is that how God puts people together, you know what I'm saying? And then how he brings it back around. You might meet somebody here today and don't really connect with them until 3 years later like we did, you know what I'm saying? And it is really about what God meant for you. And one of the things I tell people all the time, what was dope about my wife is that my wife said that she said, Lord, everybody keeps on prophesying that I'm going to get married. She said, well, Lord, if you want me to be married, this is what I want. And she wrote a list of everything that she wanted. And so when we finally got together, you know, we finally started connecting, she said the list was complete. And that's how she knew that this was who she was supposed to marry. So I encourage people, you know, write your list. And I mean, be specific. Because I told the Lord, look, I need somebody with long hair. You know, and
Long hair, don't care. Long hair, don't care.
No, no, I'm saying, and the reason why I said, because I do, and Newt, you can probably attest to this too. When you do so much, you got to go to all these different award shows or all these different things. Sometimes you get that information at 2:00 in the afternoon, and you got to say, babe, we got to go to this. Well, normally, if people don't know how to do their hair like Samantha, because she a cosmetologist and everything like that, the first thing you get, babe, what you doing? I don't have time to do this. But I said, Lord, if she had long hair, she could snatch up in the ponytail, put the little genie thing on it, and we could go. You know what I'm saying? I was real. I said, Lord, I want a woman that when she stands next to me, or in front of me, or behind me, I can shadow her. Meaning that if she stands behind me, couldn't nobody see her. I want to be that protected. So I need to be a certain height. I was very specific about everything that I want. That's why I knew my wife when she came. You know what I'm saying? But beforehand, I want to say this. A lot of times we say, well, if the Lord bless me with a husband or bless me with a wife, I'll be happy. But you know what you want, and then he'll know what you need. But at least let him know what you want. You know what I'm saying? If you want somebody that's 6'2", pray for 6'2". You know, if he gets you at 6'1", you in the ballpark. But if he come in at 5'11", you got to say, Lord, is this real? I mean, 5'10" or 5'8", Lord, is this, yeah, is this who we really want?
He'd be like,
you
yes,
know,
I sent him.
yeah.
You know, just to kind of get my wife and I been married 20 years. It's a blended marriage, so it's both of our second marriage. We don't have any children together, but we have 7 children together. So I bought 4, she bought 3 to the family. We met when we met. I was joking. It was earlier. She said soap and water. That's actually how we met. It was like, oh, you smell good. It was like, oh, it's soap and water. You know, so we met at church.
That was drag.
Right.
You know, I like that.
I remember that black dress she had on. You know, and
Okay.
after church we talked and we learned a little bit about each other. So I was never really a good one-liner. I was never really the smooth guy to come up, and that just wasn't me.
But that soap and water is classic.
She saw. I was lying.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like. That's what I'm like saying.
Yeah, it was Kush. the old school, right? But she, not Kush, the smoke Kush. It's an oil. It's a black oil.
Oh, my God. I got some of that too.
Right. You said you got some of that too, right?
From the continent of Africa.
But nevertheless, my point is that she saw some originality in me, and I saw some in her, and the initial conversation is just the initial conversation. Yeah. So I get to cut that off, or I get to keep on going. Yeah. So 20 years later, here we are. We also do little vlogs. We call it Marriage Simple as Pie. Pie is an acronym for Protect, Invest, and Empower. We have our book is actually, it's in editing right now. So we have a book coming out. Marriage Simple as Pie is called Baggage Claim.
Ooh, okay.
Where we talk about the baggage that you bring, because we all bring some baggage and how to unpack and get that baggage.
Can I interrupt you?
But that's a different book. That's not this book.
No, I'm gonna say, can I interrupt you?
Yep.
How is it to not know what woman you are going to see at an event?
So here's where he's going. So my wife is. This is one of the things I love about her. She does her own hair, her own nails, her own stuff. She actually has a space where she has her own, hair products and like a whole little room kind of thing. So where he's going is that you might see my wife this week with whatever those crochets, whatever they're called. I'm starting to learn what they are. Wow. And then the next week it'll be straight. So she'll look like a whole different person. So that's where he's kind of going with him. So what I like it because it's variety, Jack.
Come on now, bro.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I can be this tonight and that tomorrow night.
Or this in the daytime, and this at lunch.
There you go. We grown folk.
And surprise for dinner.
And the reason why I say that is that.
But it don't cost us nothing.
Yeah.
Except what she ordered online.
And the thing that the reason why I said that is because of creativity. You know, what I've noticed about you all's marriage is that you guys keep it spicy. Right. And there are times that you have your signature bow tie on, but no matter what your look is, she's always complimenting. And I always like say, I always look like he have a new lady with him every day because the change. She's gifted, she's anointed, she sings, she acts, and everything else that nature.
I definitely got lucky.
But then they're both in education, and they're both in education, and then they're marrying their skill set together, doing a book and supporting each other. And so a key thing I think even about when you're looking at who you're connecting with and things of that nature, see if they compliment you,
Yes, that,
and
that-
you
that's what I was gonna
compliment
say.
them.
I was going to say that scripture that says, "How can two walk together
Unless
except
it-
they agree?" It's not just about your belief and your faith. It's about your purpose. It's your giftedness. It's your path in life. You're here for a reason to accomplish a thing. So if what I'm supposed to accomplish is in left field and what she's supposed to accomplish is in right field, we're going to clash. We're not going to be able to support each other. And women are made as a help meet. Doesn't mean less than. It means equal but different to help us accomplish what there is to accomplish. When God made man, he didn't say it was good. He said, hold tight, let me make Eve, Then he said it was good. It's not good for man to be alone or all one. So we're supposed to sing together somehow, because we're not supposed to be all one alone. So just, keep that in mind in your initial conversations, because initial conversation is masked with, like what Brian said, influences from everything around. There's nurture and nature. So that initial conversation may not be that person.
And that's one thing. That's why I'm going on now 24 years of marriage,
All right.
and my wife keeps it spicy. I don't know. I kid you not. I met her 3 times, and each time I didn't know it was her, because she flips her look and everything else of that nature. She knew it was me, but I didn't know it was her. And she broke it down, and I kid you not. First time I met her, I said, okay. The second time I met her, I saw her on TV. I leaned over to my mom and said, if I found a chick like that, I didn't say chick, I said, if I found a woman like that, I would marry her. Not knowing it was the same woman I had already
Not
met.
knowing the same woman.
And then a year later, my dude who I was in business with, he hit me up and he said, hey man, I got to introduce you to this young lady. She's my daughter's best friend. And I said, look, y'all ain't matchmaking me. I'm going down south and find me a sister. Good one. And when she walked in and I had my 25 questions I asked everybody so I get it out the way so I could be done and everything. And she said, hold on. She said, I know you. And I said, no, you don't know me. Yes, I do. You the man from the loading zone. I'm like, the loading zone? And it was like how she has different looks, which keeps the marriage exciting. And then I have to do some things too. Newt didn't come in here smelling the way he smelled for y'all. He makes sure that everything else. And I'm like saying, I told my wife, I said, I used to wear cologne all the time. I said, babe, I've been hearing you talk about cologne. You want me to start wearing cologne again? Tell me what cologne you want me to wear, and I'm gonna put it on. You know what I'm saying? And so right now I'm wearing Prada today.
Hey, Newt, man, I want to give you a big shout out. I've been waiting for this. I really do appreciate you and Kim's expression of love. And it's not due, everything's perfect. You guys show what it is to go through and make it through, and then share it, because we don't have enough of people that make marriage or relationship at all look well.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Y'all, it's not like I said. It's not about a facade, because I gotten to talk to you. You know what I mean? And to be able to see that this was a struggle, that was a struggle, this was a struggle. Right. We made it through, got hit back,
Right.
pushed through,
Right.
pushed through, and now you're seeing the fruits of your labor. Right. It makes it to the point where you understand, like, where you see the finish line, and you keep setting the bar. You and Kim are just 2 amazing people that I know for me. I can't speak for everybody else. I know for me that y'all make it desirable to be the one that push through. The ones that say, you know what, I did this, I did that. We've been through this, we've been through that. That happened. Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: you're so real, transparent. I've never seen you not be who you are, but only grow.
No.
And I really do appreciate you and Kim for that. It's good to have, especially as a black man that didn't grow up with black men,
Hey.
to see a black man make it where I come from, make it happen.
So he about to make my allergies start acting up.
And that's true story. That's brother to
Appreciate
brother,
that, brother.
man.
Appreciate that. See, you hear that, Kim? We made it desirable. Desirable. You like that word, desirable?
Black
That's
love
some
is
ideas.
beautiful.
Nah, but can I say this though, real quick? Because I'm supposed to be talking about why some seeds don't grow. We can start talking about Marriage Simple as Pie, and that book's in editing. It ain't even out yet, right? You know, but
That's a seed that can grow.
attraction. I just like to warn young folks, y'all young folks, as far as I'm concerned, attraction. It shouldn't be your main. Don't put that out front because everything changes. People change, mentally, emotionally, physically. We all change. So, what you are attracted to today, you may not be attracted to tomorrow. So, you have to you have to look inward. You definitely have to look inward. You got to learn a person, sit tight, be patient, realize that the Bible says we're supposed to love everyone, but it doesn't tell us to trust everyone. So that trust in that relationship is a process, something that someone has to earn that.
Yes.
So 20 years I've been married to my wife, and every day I have to earn her trust. I have to earn her respect and her admiration. And I do that first as the leader, as the man. And in return, she does that to me. So, when it says be submissive, why is be submissive? You're submissive because I'm submissive. So I'm submissive first. I go first. Leaders eat first. So anyway, I just want to throw that out there. That whole attraction thing, which we're so focused on in this time, in this age. Be very careful. Be very careful because things can look very different. Go swimming or something together.
Find out what's up.
But so we do like little things together. We have another thing we call it getting fit at 50. I'm 54. I just turned 54 on the 8th. What's today? The 10th? So a couple days ago.
Happy belated.
Yeah. Thank you. So my wife's 54. She's older than me.
You like older women.
Yeah, she does.
That girl
She's
power
9
right
months
there.
older.
Let me get my
But
girl.
so I go to the gym. I went to the gym. That's why I before I came here. So I did my little post fit at 50 to try to get everybody going. Marriage Simple as Pie. We do a minute of medicine for your mind, and we have why some seeds don't grow. So I know I'm only supposed to be here 10 more minutes. Do you want me to tell them about this book? Okay. So, a lot of people write books in our culture, and we write them for catchiness. We write, stories. We write things that attract people, but don't necessarily help people grow. And I think that that's been a problem in our communities forever. So a thing called Bloom's taxonomy, right? You're a teacher. So Bloom's taxonomy has 6 levels, and it's critical thinking. There's a hierarchy of questioning and critical thinking. So the lowest is knowledge, right? Then there's understanding, and then there's application. So that's, I think, where our community stopped, is application. So we apply that knowledge to our settings that we see on a daily basis so we can survive in those settings. We don't reach above those settings and try to analyze, which means look at what do I have, put it in categories, and then say, okay, if I have this, maybe if I tweak this right here, I can create this thing. And that thing is new, it's outside of what we have, right? So we don't step above that application and go into what's called analysis, evaluation, and synthesis, right? So it was really I didn't dumb this book down at all. So it's a giant metaphor where students are seeds, or not necessarily students, children are seeds. And I wrote the book for a wide audience, not just teachers, nor parents, but anyone who would mentor. And I said urban youth. And the reason why I said urban youth was I was talking to people who are survival mindset, people from marginalized communities, or people who have challenges in their lives, things missing. And so it's 10 principles. Each chapter is a principle. So if you kind of look through it, like the first principle is seeds and sowers, potential of a seed. Specific seeds require specific needs. Believe it or not, the seedling's trying to go. Don't be afraid to apply fertilizer and pesticides. Make the seeds aware of their needs. Rotate the crops. So each chapter is a principle. I use a metaphor, some kind of example, and you read through and you kind of understand the principle. And then I usually give an example of maybe something I saw. I use my kids. I talk about all of our kids and what kind of seed they are. You know, they're all different, and that's the chapter. Different seeds require different needs. But at the end of the chapter, there's questions, reflection questions, where you can kind of either do a group study or you can just reflect on your own to just kind of you know, think about what do these principles mean to you. So why am I saying that? I think a lot of times we the books that we're attracted to in our communities, they keep us at a certain level, and they're so I'm going to say one-to-one mapping. So they're talking about that thing and just that thing. So your mind hones in on that thing, which keeps you in that place. I wanted to talk about principles, which talks about those things. So now you have to move your mind from here to there and say, what's next? You have to grow. You have to get out of where you are, expand your horizons, raise your ceilings, you know, make your box wider. That's kind of what we do. So I didn't expect this book to be real popular in our communities. That's where that's kind of what I wrote it for. I wrote it for those who are you know, who I'm just gonna flat out say it, be transparent. Those who want to invest in themselves.
100.
Those who care about themselves enough know that you're important enough to take $15 and invest it in yourself in a couple hours of your time to read some words that will make you think a little differently or consider something different. So if you care about you and how you affect the next generation, whether it's your children, your nieces, nephews, uncles, the kids in the church, wherever it is that you are, if you want to make those seeds reach the potential that they were meant to reach, then invest $15 in yourself so you can change your thinking and your words to help those seeds grow. So that's why I wrote the book. I mean, I don't want to. I can get into all the principles because I wrote it, but and I'm a teacher. But so that's my challenge to you. It's just flat out my challenge. It's on Amazon. It's on Barnes and Noble. You know, my website www.drnewt2.com. You can buy it from there.
I have great influence in my school district back. I was gonna say I have great influence in my school district back home, and I'm going to see if we can get that for staff development. I think also if you pitch it to like ministries with youth, you know, youth ministries for the youth leaders and youth pastors, I think that'd be a good avenue too. Yeah.
And Newt, straight up, I love literature now for some reason, especially the ones that nobody else wants to read, but all the most people read that are in a successful position.
Okay.
I already know some of the stuff that you possess, and I can't wait. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get this book and I'm gonna read it cover to cover.
Outstanding.
Just because I've seen like the difference in when you listen to something and you read something and you implement it.
Right.
Like it's going to bear fruit. You talking about $15. Look, you talking about $15 for a book that could potentially, you know what I'm potentially, if you implement it the right way in the correct steps and you continue to do it, it can bring you whatever you want.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? That's one of those types of books.
Make you think different.
Makes you think. It opens your mind, opens your ears, opens your heart.
I don't think we realize how powerful we are. We're gods with a little g. You know, that's what the word says. You know, I was made in his image and in his likeness. When it says I'm made in his image, what that means is that I am what he is. You know, I am what God is, and in his likeness means I can do things like him, his character and his ways that he does things. He set us here on this planet to run this planet the way he runs the kingdom of heaven, but in the physical realm. So what we think, what we say, what we can do is so magnificent. We put ourselves in little boxes, and what we have to do is get outside of how we, you know, think our train of thought, our original train of thought. And once we get out of that, I think that's where our faith increases, and we're able to do different things and operate on different realms. you know. So that's kind of why we wrote the book. You know, I suggested, I liked it.
Would you read
know?
it? Would you read it if it came from a different author?
Yeah, I would read it. I would read it because of the title. And then what will kind of push me back, just to be honest, it says 10 principles for educating, mentoring, and parenting urban youth. So when it says parenting urban youth, usually we push back from that. Don't tell me how to.
I know how to raise my kids.
Yeah. Don't tell me how to do my kids. Food, you know,
Right.
kids, money, relationships.
We don't want no advice on
anything that has to do with leadership. Yeah, we don't
100%.
Yeah.
We
Right.
I just want you to know my book will be here on the 12th.
Okay.
I just bought
Oh, hey. What? Look, she gave me 50. I only bought one. Okay. But I can I bring one back for you tomorrow?
Yes, you should.
Just bring a few back.
So,
Okay.
Bring a few back.
so one of the
On-
things that
on
we
Amazon?
definitely want to do is we want to encourage everybody to go out. Adele, if you're listening, could you go ahead and put the link up on the page so that people can know exactly, just click the link and go and get your book. Our goal again is by next Monday to have 1,000 books sold and make a big impact. It's good to buy the book directly from him, but it's even better if you buy it from one of the online digital sites because it gets it gets the numbers, and when you get your book to a best-selling status, it actually props up and more information gets out. It's important that we don't just sit on this knowledge and this information. Share it with your friends and make sure that that they just don't read your copy, but they get their own copy. And the different school districts and the different charter schools and things of that nature. Those of you guys that listen from the charter school realm, make sure that you share that. Dr. Newt, we appreciate you right now. We're going to get back into some great gospel music, and then are you leaving now, or you going to be here for a minute?
Sit tight for another few.
All right, and then are you here? Are you with us tomorrow morning?
Yes, I can come in tomorrow.
All right, so we're going to continue this on tomorrow morning. Also, for those of you guys, get your questions ready. We might even do some call-in. It'll be Friday. We'll have Dr. Newt here, and again, 1,000 books by next Monday. And don't forget, we're doing the One Mic campaign for Samantha. One Mic campaign. You too can be a part of bringing in a new microphone for Sammy, so you can stop seeing us do this. But we will have that additional mic for Samantha, and again, complete the set of 5 right here. We didn't know we were going to go to 5 people in the studio, but now that we are doing it, we got to build it out. And Sammy come here, and she's the champ, and and we believe that she should have her own mic. So we appreciate it. For those of you guys that would like to plant a seed, again, you can go to our website at godradio1.com, godradio, the number 1.com, or you can Cash App us, or even stop by the studio and drop some things off. No investment is too small, and no matter what, we're gonna get that one mic, because Samantha, you are our walking, living testimony. You are the miracle that we've been praying at, and we're waiting for the report when you get here. Breaking news! I am cancer free.
No, I shall.
Can I get amen?
Amen.
All right, B, let's go to the Robert Earl Dean report, and then we will go straight into music from there, right here on godradio1.com. Robert, third set of songs right there.
Yeah, SCP, KD, Robert Earl Dean. Got a message for you. It's not over until God says it's over. Let's go.
This is the Robert Earl Dean Report on godradio1.com. Bishop Kenneth Wells and the Gospel Industry Network, Psalm 1, Gen, is set for official launch. Bishop Kenneth Wells has announced a new organization, the Gospel Industry Network, with an official launch on Wednesday, October 16, 2019. The Gospel Industry Network will focus on bridging the gap between churches, organizations, businesses, and the gospel music industry. Through GEN, the goal will include supporting and elevating committed music lovers reach their dreams while simultaneously helping to build the kingdom of God. JX Divinity School spotlights innovative ministry in church and society. JX Divinity School is providing theological training for anyone desiring to live out a Christian worldview through all facets of society. Unlike seminaries that tend to focus solely on traditional vocational ministry, Jake's School of Divinity mirrors the multidimensional of Jake's life and ministry, such as the art of presentation, leadership, entrepreneurship, entertainment, and media. Programs are fully online with 2-week residency opportunities each year to enhance experimental learning and networking. Legendary artists Mary Mary and Ty Tribbett are among honorees at televised ceremony March 9th, 2020. Soar Radio's Justin Francis and Sunwise Media's Bree Carlo Handy have reteamed to present the 4th Annual Gospel Radio Awards television taping that takes place on Monday, March 9th, 2020. This year's program will honor platinum-selling sister act Mary Mary and pioneer producer and recording artist Ty Tribbett. Mary Mary will take home the Icon Award and Ty Tribbett the Industry Impact Award. Mandate Records recording artists Men for Christ celebrate 10 years of ministry. One of San Diego's finest, the quartet group Men for Christ, will be celebrating in a big gospel music concert on Saturday, September 20th at the New Creation Church, 3115 Altadena Avenue. The concert will start at 6 p.m. with tickets at $15 in advance and $20 at the door. Once again, you have listened to the Robert Earl Dean Report on GLDRadio1.com. I can be followed on Robert Earl Dean Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. May you continue to be blessed and a light to others.
See how your love has guided me. Even though I've done wrong, you never left me alone. But you forgave me, and you kept on blessing. This I recall to my mind, therefore I have hope. It is because of your mercy that we are not consumed. Because thy compassions fail not, they are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. Great is thy faithfulness. Yeah, As I look back over my life, I can see how your love has guided me. Even though I've done wrong, you never left me alone. But you forgave me, and you kept on blessing. This I recall to my word, therefore I have hope. It is because of your mercies that we are not consumed. Because thy compassions fail not, they are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. Great is thy faithfulness. Even though sometimes I didn't do what you wanted me to do. Lord, you've been so faithful. I can never repay you, love, for what you done for me. How you loose my shackles and you set me free. How you made a way out of no way. Turn my darkness into day. You've been my joy in the time of sorrow. Hope for my tomorrow. Peace in the time of storm. Strength when I'm weak and worn. I can never repay you, love, for what you done for me. How you loose my shackles and you set me free. How you made a way out of no way. Turn my darkness into day. You've been my joy in the time of sorrow. Hope for my tomorrow. Peace in the time of storm. Strength when I'm weak and worn. I can never repay you, Lord, for what you done for me. How you loose my shackles and you set me free. How you made a way out of no way. Turn my darkness into day. You've been my joy in the time of sorrow. Hope for my tomorrow. Peace in the time of storm. Strength when I'm weak and worn. I can never repay you, Lord, for what you done for me. My shackles and you set me free. How you made a way out of no way. Turn my darkness into day. You've been my joy in the time of sorrow. Hope for my tomorrow. Peace in the time of storm. I can never repay you, Lord, for what you done for me. How you loose my shackles and you set me free. How you made a way out of the way. Turn my darkness into day. You bring my joy in the time of sorrow. Hope for my tomorrow. Peace in the time of storm. Strength when I'm weak and worn. I can never repay you, Lord, for what you done for me. How you loose my shackles and you set me free. How you made a way out of the way. Turn my darkness into day. You give my joy in the time of sorrow. Hope for my tomorrow. Peace in the time of storm. Strength when I'm weak and worn. Repay you, Lord, for what you done for me. My shackles and you set me free. How you made a way out of the way. Turn my darkness into day. You give my joy in the time of sorrow.
Yeah. That was Eddie James. You've been so faithful. Right here on GOD Radio 1. As you can see, Cece had to go on to her next opportunity and appointment, but we still got the champ, Dr. Newt, and Lyric and Be Smooth or Be Nice as of today. Dr. Newt, I know that you're also doing a presentation today and a training today, so I know you have to leave. So I want to make sure that I give you the final words before you have to take off and begin to enlighten these next brilliant people that you're going to be with today.
I was actually looking for a line in the book, and I can't find it right now, so I just kind of paraphrase it.
Get up in that mic for us.
Okay, so I got to get up in the mic. I got to get up.
Get up in that
mic.
mic.
B, if you can look at the volume so that he can make sure that he's at a certain level. Thank you.
So I kind of wanted to just read a line out of the book, and I can't find it right now, but I think it's in the chapter where it talks about potential. There's two types of potential. There's kinetic, and there's potential. Two types of energy. There's kinetic and potential energy. So that potential is the thing that can happen. Kinetic is the thing that you put in action, and it does happen. So potential is a great thing, but it's always a woulda, coulda, shoulda type situation. So you have to decide whether you want to live in that woulda, coulda, shoulda, what might take place arena or in your life, or are you going to step forth and activate that potential and turn it into kinetic? So when we talk about that in the book, using that as the principle, that's one of the things that we want to help our seeds or our young people do. We have to do that in ourselves as well. But this is the line I kind of wanted to leave you with. I wanted you to understand that once you activate your potential, once you decide to turn that potential into kinetic and move towards it, you will never be the same. You can never go back to where you were or what you were before. You will always be uncomfortable if you stop your forward motion. And that uncomfortability comes from within. It's about you, because now you have just introduced yourself to yourself and what you're supposed to actually become and to accomplish on this planet. So potential or kinetic. You want to live in the potential realm, then you know what? God will let you stay on whatever level you choose, right? But you want to activate that potential and purpose, then step forward, do something, expand yourself. And a good place to start, spend $15. Why some seeds don't grow.
or 1148 on Amazon and everything like that.
There you
Now,
go.
if you see Dr. Newt today, Dr. Newt, you got books with you?
Yeah, I bought a few with me.
Okay,
Yes, yes.
so if you see Dr. Newt today, he's gonna be over at Ashford University, and I'm not saying crash his seminar, but if you could see Dr. Newt, you might be able to get your autograph. See, $15 get you an autograph copy
There you go.
of the Dr. Newt's, where it says why some seeds don't grow. Dr. Newt, where are you going? Are you doing any special training or special meet and greet tonight?
No, I wasn't. No, I just actually came in town to do a 2-day professional development for a whole team of the College of Ed faculty. They're coming from all over the country. And I connected with my boy Brian here, and that's how I got to come sit in the room with you.
All right. Well, I will say this for everybody who wants to get an autographed copy of Dr. Newt's book. Dr. Newt, since you're going to join us again on tomorrow, for those of the people that want to come up and do a meet and greet with Dr. Newt on the Wake Up Morning Show, we're going to invite you to come in. Now, you're not going to be able to stay the whole entire time, but we will make sure that he will sign your book, get a picture in front of the GOD radio sign as the show is going live. But we want to make sure, again, it's always that 1,000 by Monday. So if you can't come in, if you don't want to get your personal picture up with it personally, make sure that you go on Amazon or the other digital formats to make sure that you get his book. Again, it's called Why Some Seeds Don't Grow, right here on GOD Radio 1. We're going to get back into some great gospel music. Next up on the line, I believe, is Uncle Reese, right here.
Granddaddy, is something wrong with hit the radio for me. Granddad, there you go.
Let's go. Upside your head. Woo! Everybody to the dance floor. Let's go. Say. Come on. Upside your head. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. The whole church say. Let's go. Upside your head. Everybody to the dance floor. Do you remember Kirk Franklin started a revolution? Let's go. While Byron Cage, the Prince of Praise, had the church grooving. Copy Key, Isaac Curry, and Commission. Changed the game so that the whole world had to listen. Do you remember Creflo? And Fred Price? Had the Sunday morning TV jumping right. Let's worship like it used to be in the old days. When we were on God's property. Let's go. Come right with me. Let's worship like we used to. Back when church was church. Grandma on the front row shouting hard, putting in work. Let's worship like we used to. Let's worship like we used to. Let's worship like we used to. Back when church was church. Grandma on the front row shouting hard, putting in work. Let's worship like we used to. Let's worship like we used to. Everybody put your hands up. Somebody. Let's go. Come on, everybody put your hands up. Somebody. Let's go. Come on, somebody. Yeah. TBN stayed on my television. Super Bowl on Saturday mornings for the Christians. Coco, brother Jesus, baby. It's what my radio player used to say. Diana McClurkin, the whole Winans family. Yolanda Adams, Shirley Caesar used to sing to me. Mary took the shackles off so I can dance. Kenton Jones made it cool for me to live my life. Back when church was church. Grandma on the front row shouting hard, putting in work. Let's worship like we used to. Let's worship like we used to. Let's worship like we used to. Back when church was church. Grandma on the front row shouting hard, putting in work. Let's worship like we used to. Let's worship like we used to. Everybody, hands up. Let's go. Come on. Everybody, put your hands up. Let's go. Come on. Put your hands up. Let's go. Come on. Put your hands up. Let's go. church was church. Everybody worship like you used to. Back when church was church. Grandma on the front row shouting, putting in work. Let's worship like we used to. 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 Back when church was church. Hallelujah. Back when church was church. Hallelujah. Let's just worship like we used to. When I used to lift my hands, unashamed when I worship, I was unafraid to dance.
Yeah, y'all gotta turn this up real loud. Here we go. My God is good. Say, my God is good when everything is bad. He's the smile on my face when the world says to be sad. Yeah, he is my joy. The world wish they had, cause he's a good God. That's why the devil mad. Come on, my God is good when everything is bad. He's the smile on my face when the world says to be sad. Yeah, he is my joy. The world wish they had, cause he's a good God. That's why the devil mad. Say, are you mad or not? Cause you thought you ran the show. Satan, get out of here. Oh, no, you got to go. You've been around here too long, but I come to let you know that I'm coming with my God and I'm suited head to toe. Yeah, that's right, I'm suited up and I'm ready to fight. I'm like that boy David, I'm fighting giants tonight. They say the bigger they are, that means the harder they fall. Where my soldiers at? Come on, let go, let march around the wall. God is good when everything is bad. He's a smile on my face when the world says to be sad. Yeah, he is my joy. The world wish they had, cause he's a good God. That's why the devil mad. Come on, tell him, say, ain't nobody mad but the devil. I said, ain't nobody mad but the devil. Ain't nobody mad but the devil. Say, ain't nobody mad but the devil. Has he been good to you? Cause he been good to me. Made a way out of no way every time that I fall to my knees. Cause I once was lost in the world of sin, but Jesus Christ, he pulled me in. He held me close, didn't let me go. I'm about that life, this ain't the show. And even though I fall time and time again, I'm still in the game and I'm in it to win. Devil thought he won, thought I had enough. It's in my blood, we built for it too. I don't do it for the fortune, I don't do it for the fame. I just do it so the whole world can know his name. Check your facts and get understood. I'm just trying to let you know that God is good. When everything is bad, he's the smile on my face when the world says to be sad. Yeah, he is my joy. The world wish they had, cause he's a good God. That's why the devil mad. Come on, my God is good when everything is bad. He's the smile on my face when the world says to be sad. Yeah, he is my joy. The world wish they had, cause he's a good God. That's why the devil mad. He's the God up above and he sits on the throne. Yes, he showers us with love and he calls us his own. He worked it for our good when they thought they did us wrong. Gotta stay in his will, cause that's where we all belong. Grace, mercy, and blessings unseen. Yeah, he's a good God, he gives us all of these things. Love unconditional, his love is so invincible. That's what I'm trying to let you know. I'm out here on a mission, y'all. Good when everything is bad. He's a smile on my face when the world says to be sad. Yeah, he is my joy. The world wish they had, cause he's a good God. That's why the devil mad. Come on, tell him, say, ain't nobody mad but the devil. I said, ain't nobody mad but the devil. Ain't nobody mad but the devil. Say, ain't nobody mad but the devil. Ain't nobody care cause you mad,
me in my time zone when my mind's gone and I'm flying home and I'm stressed out and I'm tempted to get that styrofoam and go pull it up, but you know what's up and you know that ain't gon' solve nothing. I mean, Lord forbid I might fall or something and I'm all or nothing, cause all I need is you to hold me down like bitch straps to the psych ward. It's killing me, but you still with me when I fight hard. And you digging me when I'm egging you. Deal with me when my car's pulled. Could've dealt with me, but you fell for me before I fell for you. Keep me on that right path and the right math. Is you plus nothing's everything. You my everything. Sing. You ain't gotta question my allegiance, cause the way you love me, I could never leave you. I need you. By my side, thick and thin, highs and lows, don't let go. We gon' ride, we gon' win, don't know how, all I know. You, all I ever needed. 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 How did I fall in this? No condition that get a mention, but you offer this unconditional love. I swear I sell it all for this. Trying to keep it together, forget my awkwardness. But often it's just you and me off in this valley of shadows, and I know they trying to pick me off in this, but all I need is you. It's funny just how off I get when I ain't riding with you. No adjectives for your awesomeness. They burning one for that burnout. This life done got them all turned out. Took time out to put time in, so I turn to you when I want out. Need is you. You slow me down cause you know me now. With my phony smiling, I'm acting like it's all copacetic. It's so pathetic, so juvenile. Know what you do? You keep me cool in the summer when they be dressing less and I be wanting to show off a stunt. But there ain't nothing to want. You give me all that I need. All I need is you to keep that fire burning for me. All I need is you. By my side, thick and thin, highs and lows, don't let go. We gon' ride, we gon' win, don't know how, all I know. You, all I ever needed. 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 Ain't nobody gon' get in the way. Put that on my money in the bank. Cause you do what the mothers can't. And I love that, yeah. We gon' ride till the wheels fall off. Above it all, we can never fall, yeah. Hold my hand, we can have it all. Hold my hand, we can have it all. By my side, thick and thin, highs and lows, don't let go. We gon' ride, we gon' win, don't know how, all I know. You, all I ever needed. You, all I ever needed. All I ever needed. All I ever needed. You, all I ever needed. You always fill me up when I'm feeling down. You always make it better for me somehow. All I need is you. Oh, oh. Cause all I need is you. Oh, oh. All I need is you. All I need is all I need is
Well, thank you so much for tuning in to the Wake Up Morning Show with your boy LT and the crew, all the way from Nashville, Tennessee. Natasha, baby girl, is having her second oldest child, just turned sweet 16 today. She has 6 boys. She coaches football. She's raising them up in the fear of God. So, Gene Jr., happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
So, in the traditional saying that we do, well, today, we want to wish you a very happy birthday. Woo, woo. Oh, today, we want to wish you a very happy birthday. That's straight out to you, Eugene Jr. Thank you. I'm sorry, Gene Jr. For your birthday. I hope you have a wonderful, sweet 16. And to your wonderful mom, good job for raising 6 beautiful boys and in the fear of God.
That's beast mode.
And we thank you. We want to thank everybody for joining us in today. We want to thank Cece in her absent, Lyric. We want to thank you for joining the Wake Up Morning Show. Be Smooth and the Champ. We thank you so much for being here. Again, one of the things I will be telling you is that we're going to be branding out everybody that's on the show. And so Samantha, we call her Sammy, Samantha, but affectionately she's going to be known as the Champ. So we got the Champ, we got Cece, we got Lyric, we got Brian Mitchell, Be Smooth, Be Nice.
Be nice.
Mr. B. Mitchell, LLC.
And Mr. B. Mitchell, LLC. Yep. Actor, philanthropist,
I'm just Jesus.
coach,
I'm just
you
the
know,
lover of Jesus.
a lover of Jesus, all of the above. And we also want to especially thank Dr. Newt for coming in today
Thank you
in
for the
his
book.
seed, Why Some Seeds Don't Grow. It is on all digital formats, but make sure you guys check it out. Amazon does have a good price on it. Dr. Newt is going to be joining us back here on tomorrow. And we're also going to have it as an open meet and greet for those of people that actually want to come and meet him and have a book signed and buy a book. Now, mind you can't just meet him without buying a book. So if you do come in and we
That part.
allow you to come on the show, we want to make sure that you bring your $15 with you. And also bring an additional $15 for our One Mic campaign. But, you know, that's
part too.
an option. But we definitely want to make sure that we get this One Mic going right here because we want Sammy to have her own mic, you know, the champ. So until then, thank you all so much for joining us. Tomorrow, Friday, the NAACP banquet is tomorrow night. And yours truly will be honored, excited about it, and want to send a special shout out to the team that is going to be working that. It is going to be an amazing time. I'm sorry to let you all know, but it is totally sold out. It is at capacity. Please don't call me no more because I can't find no more seats or any tickets for you. But we want to let you know that soon and very soon there might be a video out there that you might be able to see of the event. Until then, y'all have a very, very blessed day. We love you and see you soon.
There are no sets in neighborhoods in the Crayola box, but the colors pose such a problem on the wrong streets. Where did you learn your hatred? Crippling the souls of youth with violence, pushing poison into neighborhoods you learned to ride bikes in, prostituting women you grew up with. This is why we do this.
Hey, Diamond, I take it from here, little mama. Look, I say I do it for the block. I do it for the hood. I do it for the homies that be up to no good. I do it for the homies doing time in the pen. A couple of my homies never see the streets again. I say I do it for the hustler, the victim prostitutes. I do it cause my Lord is taking die for them too. I say I do it for the streets. I say I do it for the streets. Made it off the block in the hood, I did that. The streets keep on calling my name, want me back. White tee, true religion, and fitted cap. The streets gave so much to me, so I give back. I love my cats in the hood, they my life. Love them when they wrong, respect them when they right. They the very reason that I changed my life. And somehow I put it down to earn stripes. I got a couple partners in jail for life. Now they my motivation, my dude, to live life. Call it thug motivation, my dude, confess Christ. I'm in next crib with his blood in my life. My homie Boo C did his time, came home. Hardly just went in, my dude, so hold on. Find me at the foot of the throne, pray y'all home. Find me at the foot of the throne, so y'all home. I do it for the block, I do it for the hood. I do it for the homies that be up to no good. I do it for the homies doing time in the pen. A couple of my homies never see the streets again. I say I do it for the hustler, the victim prostitutes. I do it cause my Lord is taking die for them too. I say I do it for the streets. I say I do it for the streets. Hold tight, homeboy, let me slide through. I'm peeping your ways and all the things you're going through. I relate with your homeboy, been through the same thing. Face 25, man, for traffic and cocaine. I'm from the same block, same hood, meet Mr. No Good. Gave that life up, lift that Christ up. Still burn rubber in old school Mustangs. Hit Jones tires to cop them chrome things. I won't let this make nor break me. Say they want me, but he can't take me. Ladies, what's up, baby? It's crazy. I met a man, same man that saved me. He's not here to control, but console you and heal you from all of the lies Satan told you. I know that it's hard in them hills on the block when your pimp gonna beat you. It's short, I won't lie. I do it for the block, I do it for the hood. I do it for the homies that be up to no good. I do it for the homies doing time in the pen. A couple of my homies never see the streets again. I say I do it for the hustler, the victim prostitutes. I do it cause my Lord is taking die for them too. I say I do it for the streets. I say I do it for the streets. homie JJ Freeman been in jail a long time. Went in at 15, now I'm pushing 35. Only you can confess what's in back of your mind. When it come down to it, eternal life's a long time. As you fighting the pill and you wait just to come home. True judgment go come at the foot of his throne. I know you know God, but how you confess Christ? Have you invited him in to play part of your life? Have you ministered the gospel to your cellie in your cell? I know misery is pain, but it can't compare to hell. Let me reach out to the prostitutes and bond with my sisters. Somebody in your head and they lied to your sister. Diamond, talk to my sister.
I do this for the women whose heels have grown warm, paying dues to the streets, who believe the money they make is enough to cover the cost of graffiti on their temple walls and quiet the nightmares while they sleep. I do this that they might know a man who never leaves, was bruised and beaten so they wouldn't have to be. Walk down a road with the world on his shoulders to lift you up. Let God lift you up.
I do it for the block, I do it for the hood, I do it for the homies that be up to no good. I do it for the homies doing time in the pen. A couple of my homies never see the streets again. I say I do it for the hustler, the pimps and prostitutes. I do it 'cause my Lord and Savior died for them too. I say I do it for the street. I say I do it for the street.